Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and on this channel we talk about building your spiritual confidence so you can listen to your intuition and read your tarot cards with ease. And today I am introducing our new topic for November, which I put together thinking about moving into the new year and setting yourself up for the new year. And our topic is find your purpose. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is our card a day challenge. I have a free challenge that is set up in my Facebook group. You can play on Instagram using the hashtag Connect with Your Deck Challenge and tag me at eroebuckjones so I can see your posts. And also you can play in our Facebook group, which is, I find it a little bit more of an intimate space where we look at each other's daily card readings, give each other feedback, ask questions, get to know different decks, that sort of thing. So if that's something you're interested in, then you can register for the challenge to find out all about it. I will put the link down in the description box, but if you go to connectwithyourdeck.com/challenge, you can register for free and find out all about the challenge and also find out all about my other goodies that I have available for you to help you on your journey learning the tarot. So I also have a journal. You don't have to use the journal to be part of the challenge, but I have a journal. This is mine. I've got it in a Filofax here, and this is our November page. And I do trainings all the time on how to use this journal to help you wander through using it all year. And it's really designed for people who are super busy that are looking at me saying, you know what, Elizabeth, it's all very well talking about this a card a day. I haven't got time for it. I'm so busy. I'm super busy and there's no way I'll stick to it. Using this journal, you can set it up. You don't have to use an expensive Filofax like I've got. You can use a little A4 or half letter size ring binder, put it beside the bed, stick a pen there and a tarot deck, and just pull a card once a day. I've got questions for you around a theme that you can follow through, and it gives you a sense of, and I'll explain in a minute how you actually read the cards. But this idea of having something, a theme to help you connect with each card, because my greatest belief is you can learn the meanings of the cards, and I'm not saying don't learn the meanings of the cards. For those of you who know me really well know I'm a bit of a stickler for tradition with that, in that sense. But the real meaning comes when you blend the meaning of the card and what it means for you, and you will find you'll have tremendous ability to remember the cards if you can start to get into that space of really synthesizing what tarot means for you, rather than just parroting off the meanings that you've read in a book, for example. And that's where the daily card challenges are designed to really help you do that. So our topic, which is find your purpose, what was I thinking of? So I was thinking of setting something up for you to really think about what is it that you want to be doing with your life. And for some of you might say, oh, well, how can I do that? I've got so much going on, kids, job I don't really like, housework, family commitments, all of that stuff. I'd say this is for you to start to reflect on what you would like. And of course, there's my tarot planner. I will put a link to that also in the comments, which is designed to help you really dig deep into what it is you want to do, but also how you're going to get there. And you don't have to have massive goals, huge change, everything turned upside down to have a sense of what it is that you would like to achieve in your life. You can do little baby steps, and you would be surprised how, as you put those baby steps together, how suddenly everything shifts. Suddenly there'll be a shift. And it only takes you to just do those small little steps towards it. Like you might say, one day I want to read the tarot. Like maybe when I'm retired, I want that to be my thing that I do. Well, you've got to learn the tarot first. So a little step you could put in place is doing the card a day reading. The journal I put together is really inexpensive. It's an instant download. You can have it straight away. And look, I started doing these trainings for the challenge when did I start doing them? September. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to wait till January when I can start the year all tidy. I said, no, I'm going to start in September and we're just going to work our way through until I get to the end, and that's what we're going to do. So don't delay it. Don't say, oh no, I have to wait for this, I have to wait for that. Just get started. And then you'll have that beautiful knowledge of the tarot. And then if the ducks line up and you're ready to start reading, then you can certainly be ready to start reading. And if you're following me, I know as time goes on, I'm going to be doing more and more. And ideas come into my head about how I can teach you how to set yourself up to be doing online readings if that's what you'd like to be doing. So I've always got new things happening. So make sure you subscribe to my newsletter list. I'll put all the links down in the description box. And for those of you who don't know what the description box is, there's a little arrow right beside the title of the video. If you click on that, the description box will open. In fact, I think if you even click on the title of the video, the description box pops open and it has all of the links that you need to click on to be part of the challenge and part of my community. So, how do you read a card a day? Well, I've got 30 questions for November, all around finding your purpose. And so what you would do is you start on day one, and I'm just getting myself organized. You start on day one and you look at the first day's question and you pull a card, and then I want you to think about when you've got red paint, so say the question is red paint and the tarot is blue paint. When you mix those two together, you get purple. So what you're doing is you're blending the question, the card, and you're blending it to make sense for you. Now, some cards will be easier to blend than others, and it's good practice to do those cards. Don't go, oh no, I don't want that card, put it back and get another one. Because one day you might be doing a reading for yourself, you might be doing a reading for a client, and you'll have a reading in front of your cards that you just think, okay. What's the message here? Because I'm not feeling it. And that's where having that experience of working through those difficult cards is how you will start to get a real sense of how to read the tarot and what the messages are that the tarot intends for you. So let's have a look at our first question. What does my ideal day look like? So let's pull a card. Oh, the 10 of Cups. My ideal day looks like celebration. Oh, doesn't it for all of us? And when you look at this card, what do you think of? You think of family celebration, completion, happy home. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're looking at wealth and affluence. What you're looking at is emotional happiness. This is the pot at the end of the rainbow, but not the pot of gold. Well, the pot of emotional gold. You can see here the children dancing, the person standing there with their partner with their arms up in the air, feeling as though they have everything. And so that's what my day looks like for me. Let's have another one. I'll shuffle these cards again. All right, what's my next question? What is one thing I could change about my life right now? I tell you what, the tarot is extraordinary. It is extraordinary. So this is 2 of Swords, and 2s are about choices. Disruption and disruption in the form of choice. So she's there. The card is calling her to listen to her intuition. She's got a blindfold on and she's got the crossed swords. So at some point, she's going to have to make a decision, one or the other. And the swords are crossed. So you know that whatever decision she makes, one is going to impact the other because they're touching. But not only that, it reflects the fact that there's infinite choice. That whatever you do, there will be good and bad aspects to it. Because these swords are outside of the card. See how they're chopped off? It also indicates that choices go into the unconscious, into your emotion with the water and the blue sky or the night sky with the moon. Blue is also indicates emotion. So when I look at this card, I think, now what was my question again? My question was, what is one thing I could change about my life right now? So if I'm looking at this card and I'm thinking it's choices, the one thing I can change is to actually make a choice. And today, Melbourne, which is where I live in Melbourne, Australia, is out of lockdown. So I'm going to have a whole heap of choices, which I've been desperate to make. So this is a really, really pertinent card for me around making a choice about what I want to do moving forward with my life. So I think that's it's a good card. So far they've been easy. I want a hard one for you. I've picked out some questions to give you a sense of what the challenge is like for this month. So next question, question number 8. So this is the question on the 8th that you would be completing. And of course, I've done some wrap-up videos already that you can go and have a look at in the playlist. And I'll link the playlist for this challenge in the comments for you, as well as the link to join me, connectwithyourdeck.com/challenge, so that you get the emails with the video reminders and other bits and pieces that I think you might find useful. So question 8, what is my biggest strength? All right, let's give these cards another little shuffle. Let's make a hard one. If you're interested in the meanings that I'm giving for the cards, I'm doing a symbolism series at the moment on the Rider-Waite-Smith. And the reason I use the Rider-Waite-Smith, and I know some of you are like, oh, boring, Rider-Waite-Smith, is because if you learn the symbolism in the Rider-Waite-Smith, you know the tarot. You really do know the tarot. And I know, yes, some people are talking about the fact that some of the meanings are a little bit questionable and not quite the original meaning and that sort of thing. But it's a really good teaching deck. And once you get this deck right in your mind and you feel you know it, you can read anything. And I certainly will be doing more work with some of the other decks as I progress in my teaching. All right, here's a card. Question? I've got a mind like a goldfish today. I can't seem to remember anything. What is my biggest strength? So the Magician is wielding your personal power. It's about channeling your power from sky to earth. You have everything you need: the cup, the wand, the cup, the wand, the sword, and the pentacle that's lying on the table. So this is about me recognizing that I'm a really strong person and I'm able to put myself out there with power and confidence. So I like that card too. All right, let's keep going. I've got a few more questions for you to give you a bit of an idea. So what am I doing? I'm taking the question, I'm taking the meaning of the card, and I'm blending it together to come up with the meaning. I'd like a hard one. I'd like a really hard one that doesn't quite fit the question. And of course, I bet you it's not going to happen. These questions I've pulled out just to give you a sense of what we're doing. What is one problem I would like to solve in my life? Ooh, 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is a card about stability. So it's a little bit different to the card I pulled before, the 10 of Cups, because although the 10 of Cups is more a celebration of your abundance in your life, whatever that looks like. This card is a little bit more about a celebration of your stability. So this is about having what you want around you. And for me, if I think about what is one thing I could change about my life, is the question, isn't it? What is wrong with me today? Yes, it is. What is one problem I would like to solve in my life? Oh, well, one problem I'd like to solve in my life is particularly around home. And you can see the castle in the background. Where am I going to be living? And am I going to stay where I am? And am I going to put more money into my old Victorian house or not? And these are the questions that have been spinning around in my head. So that's an interesting card. But you can see how I've taken the meaning of the card and the question and blended it for myself. And each time you do this and you record it, you get a little bit closer and a little bit closer to understanding the meaning of the card. Because I really believe if somebody, particularly if they come to you for a reading, they come to you for a reason. They're attracted to your energy, and your energy comes from you, of course, but also from your life's experience. And so being able to access that through the tarot is hugely powerful. All right, another question, question 21. So again, this is for the 21st of November. What feels like it is missing from my life right now? Happiness. I don't know if I agree with that. This is a really hard card. So this is the happiest card in the deck, is the Sun. So it's childlike happiness. It's innocent happiness. So what do I feel is missing from my life right now? That's an interesting one, because this card is challenging me to say, well, you know, is it saying you're happy, but maybe there is that small part of your life that's disrupted or missing? Or is it really just telling me that I need to go on holidays to Queensland after a lockdown? Because it's the Sun. And again, you know, if you had this in a layout and you had, say, the Eight of Wands, which is the card of travel, you would be thinking, I reckon you need a holiday. Because the Eight of Wands definitely does often indicate travel. So perhaps it would be that. I don't know. That's a hard one. And again, it's okay to say, this card's really hard. And if you really get stuck, just write the meaning down. Write down some keywords. And there's room for all of that in the workbook that comes with the challenge. What sparks my creativity? Oh, I like this question. Let's shuffle again. What sparks my creativity? So this is Six of Cups. Yes. Six of Cups. I'm not with it today, I don't think. So this is Six of Cups. So this is the card about memories. It's about happy memories. It's about looking back at childhood. It's about reminiscing. It's about the present and the past, past lives. It's a lovely card. And so what is missing from what sparks my creativity is my life's experience. Absolutely it does. I couldn't do what I do now if I hadn't done the things that I've done before. So that's a very pertinent card. What sparks my creativity? Looking inside, looking around me, looking at my life around me and what's going on around me. That's also extremely helpful. So Six of Cups. And the last question I pulled out, so this is just to give you a sense of the Find Your Purpose topic for November. What excites me about the rest of the year? Let's see what the tarot has to say. They've all been very positive cards, haven't they? I like this reading I'm doing for myself today because last month I pulled five of Wands. 5 of them. I was not good. We were in lockdown and I was not coping at all. And 5 cards of the 5 of Wands, and they weren't all split out. There was about 3 or 4 of them in a row each day. No matter how much I shuffled, I pulled this card out. So yes, that was really, I've done it again. I have done it again. 5 of Wands. I didn't. I shuffled the cards. Oh, how crazy. There is clearly something the tarot is trying to tell me. What excites me about the rest of the year? Well, this is an interesting blending because this card is everybody's fighting and nobody's winning. So if you look at all the characters in the actual card, they're all dressed very similarly. One has a hat on, and I'm wondering if that's depicting that the person that you're reading for, whether it's yourself or someone else, that's who they are in the card. I'm not sure. So one person has a hat on, but the rest are all pretty much, in fact, everyone's pretty much the same. And they're all hitting sticks. No one's winning. And so what excites me about the rest of the year? Hoping that I don't feel like pulling this card 5 times again in a row. I don't know. There it is on camera live. The 5 of Wands, after shuffling my deck, has come out again. And look, I'm struggling to know what to say. And that's normal because when you do a 1-card reading with a specific question like that, you're not giving yourself a lot of scope. If you want to, you can pull another card and see if it gives you some more information. But I would encourage you to keep going with this. So this is a card about everyone's fighting and nobody's winning. Then perhaps this is about putting my head down and getting on with it. And maybe I might feel like I'm getting absolutely nowhere for a while. And that's going to be really hard. But that when I come out of the other end of whatever it is I'm working through, that I should feel super excited. And so what excites me about the rest of this year, which is the question, is maybe the crazy hard work I'm going to have to do to get to where I want to be, if that makes sense. So that is it for today. I hope that's helpful for you in understanding the topic. Please come and register and be part of my community. I would love to have you in my Facebook group, receiving my emails, which come out twice a week, with all of my, links to my videos and all sorts of goodies. I've got a free community area that you can join that has lots of free downloads in it. So I really would love you to be part of the challenge. And you don't have to buy the journal to be part of it. But of course, if you do decide to buy the journal, that's a way for you to be part of my community. So take care, everybody, and I will see you in November to find your purpose. Bye-bye.